They call him Seatin, the man of legends.
Hey guys, what is up? It is Seatin here, hello and welcome to a solo of the world boss, the Croakfiend. I must admit this video was entirely inspired by Pox, you know, it's not saying original. I just wanted to see if I could do it with a class that wasn't a caster based one, and I managed to pull it off as a Stonearrow. It was fairly straightforward, although there are a couple of things that I did have to actually watch out for, and I did have to sort of shuffle my spec a bit more round than I did with Tarian, just to ensure that I had a fair bit of self-healing and health regeneration. You will see me also using both vegetable bread and vegetable soup in combat, so those restore, you know, my health and mana to ensure that I can keep going. And also the really kind of annoying thing about this boss's location is you'll notice I do occasionally pick up these little ads that just follow me round, and yeah, I need to kite them as well because they just deal a bit of damage every time they hit me, and the more damage I avoid, the better. So that kind of makes it a bit harder. So the main things to actually watch out for while soloing the Croakfiend are the tongues and the frontal breath. So pretty much being directly in front of the boss's head is a bad idea, and you will take heavy amounts of damage, and if he catches you with that middle tongue, you will take about, I think it's about 12k damage and be practically one shot. So, one tiny slip up in this fight and it can all be over in literally a matter of under 2 seconds. It's absolutely crazy. You'll also see he's kind of doing this barrage as well. Now, the barrage seemed a tad buggy because sometimes what would happen is that, like, the little ground AoEs would disappear before the kind of barrages had got to them, meaning that, you know, I would be standing in an AoE but not knowing I was standing in an AoE, so therefore get tripped and stunned, as I believe that happens a couple of times. Also, if RNG is really bad, he can like lasso you in, and then, you know, that could be right on top of one of these bombardments and you can get stunned, and that really does screw you over. So basically it's all about really circle strafing the boss. That's kind of the standard pro tactic here. You occasionally do have to backflip out to avoid certain mechanics such as the breaths, and I think the hardest part really is trying to integrate, you know, consuming the food. Apart from that, it really is a matter of, you know, stay on your edge. You got to avoid the tongues or they will wreck you, and apart from that, it's kind of just nuke the crap out of the boss. He does have about 360,000 health, which is significantly more than it was on the PTS, but obviously kind of values have been up slightly, but not that much. So this makes it slightly harder than it was originally on Alpha, but not too much harder. You know, just the annoying thing is really the increased health and mana regeneration, and I believe he, generally speaking, does hit a bit harder, but it's not like so hard that anyone shouldn't be able to do it. So I think with Stonearrow and also the Vitalism, Oromancy, Occultism spec, you should be able to solo this boss if you want to. There is pretty much no point loot-wise in doing it because it dropped the crappiest loot ever. It dropped one very, very useless Lunarite, and also a semi-top tier coin purse, the one that costs 4 labor to open. I can't remember the name of it. It's something like Disciples coin purse. It's basically not the Jester's one, so it doesn't really matter. And it was terrible and very, very underwhelming. But I was just happy that I, you know, actually got to solo this guy on live. I do love soloing world bosses and really kind of pushing the capability of specs to the maximum to see, you know, what you can really get out of them. So that's pretty much it for the fight. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else important that is worth noting. You know, obviously he's going to lasso you in. You kind of want to keep range as well because he's going to right and left claw swipe, and if you do get hit by those, they do have, I believe, a small chance to knock you down, which combined with like tongue mechanics, you know, that can really screw you over. That's why I also changed up the spec a bit for maximum block. But details of the spec are going to be in the description of this video, so if you want to copy this spec and try and solo this world boss purely for fun, which is, you know, why I play video games, then you are free to do that, and I'll just link that in the description. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short but simple video of me soloing the Croakfiend on live. See, I dubbed a bit there, but I managed to get him down. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Take care and have an absolutely great day.